to the flow. That I like that. That I like that, baby. Oppan Gangnam Style.
If your teacher says, this assignment is due at the end of the period, they're not kidding. This is their way of telling students that this assignment is going in the gradebook. And they're probably going to give students a bunch of time to complete this assignment in class. So as long as you're not wasting your time in class, this should be a very easy way to get full credit for your work. But don't waste your time. You're going to regret it when they give you a 0. Teacher relations, 5:30. Stay woke.
I hopped off the plane at LAX with a dream and my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame excess. Whoa, am I gonna fit in? Jump in the cab, here I am for the first time. I look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning, I'm feeling kind of homesick. It's too much pressure, and I'm nervous. But then the taxi man turns on the radio, and the Jay-Z song was on.
In 2019, this man tricked the world into believing he was Ed Sheeran and got front row seats to the sold-out KSI vs Logan Paul fight. Ty Jones is just a regular guy from Manchester, England who happens to look a lot like Ed Sheeran. YouTuber Josh Peters flew him out to LA to attempt to pull off one of the most elaborate pranks of all time. Without any problems, Ty and Josh infiltrated the stadium, took red carpet photos, got interviewed, and tricked a whole VIP room full of famous YouTubers. Because of all the commotion, security had Ty moved to the elite VIP seats, sitting right by Justin Bieber and Rick Ross. And to end the night, they were even able to finesse their way into some of the most exclusive clubs in LA.
Successful artists eliminated from The Voice. Melanie Martinez. Melanie actually got all the way through to the top 6 of season 3.
The first person America is sending home tonight is Melanie Martinez. Thank you for your time.
For this opportunity, I never expected to get this far, and this is beyond, what I've ever dreamed.
But don't feel too bad for Melanie. Out of so many contestants on The Voice, she's made a true name for herself. In fact, I'm going to show you a list of all the winners of The Voice. Now, have you heard or seen from any of these people? Well, I didn't realize there were 19 seasons. I'm not knocking any of the winners. I'm just saying that winning a television show doesn't guarantee you success. We talked about how the inventor of the electric guitar could not play guitar. In fact, he apparently didn't know how to tune a guitar either. And he was actually an accounting major. In fact, he had no formal training in electrical engineering and worked as a bookkeeper for an ice company and a tire company. We're talking about the one and only Leo Fender. In fact, Leo never took a single electronic course. In fact, he only taught himself electronics by tinkering with radios and other electronics since he was 13 years old. In fact, Fender lost most of his accounting jobs because of the Depression. So now with both jobs being eliminated, Leo started his own radio repair shop, which led to him creating amplifiers, meeting his future co-founder, and within just 6 years, Fender had created and patented the first electric guitar. But why am I telling you this? Because for the longest time, Fender always did what other people told him to. Go to school and become an accounting major because that's what you're supposed to do. Become a bookkeeper because that's all we have. So when that safety net was taken away, Fender decided to dive into what he really loved. So if there's something you've always wanted to do, but you're not doing it because you didn't go to school for it, neither did Leo Fender.
Walk it in my pocket. I'm about to rap that book over. Walk it like I talk it beat. Let's go. Hey, walk it in my pocket. Walk it in my pocket. Walk it in my. Did you ever have the feeling there's a wasket in your basket, or a noodle in your bureau, or a was it in your closet? Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a jerkin in my curtain. Sometimes I have the feeling there's a Zlog behind the clock and a Zelf up on the shelf. I have talked to him myself. That's the kind of house I live in. There's a ink in the sink and a Zamp in a lamp, and they're rather nice, I think. Some of them are friendly like the yacht in a pot, but that yattle in a bottle. Some are friendly, some are not. I like Zabo on the table and the gear under the chair, but that bofa in the sofa, well I wish it wasn't there. All those nutboards in the cupboards, they're good fun to have.
This is a real mind trick. Watch the guy in the green in the front. Just keep watching him.
The winds blew harder, bow dip down below, my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
We talk about all the famous singers rejected from choir, like this artist, who was rejected from her choir because she was told she sounded like a goat. But it gets even crazier.
I don't relate to you.
Because so did this artist.
I didn't get into the highest level, actually. That's why I had to quit. I was like, okay, well, just go be famous. Just kidding.
But it gets even crazier. Because another massive singer was rejected from choir.
They didn't let me in. Cool Cats, Pinecrest, Mr. Malone. Never forget it. Look at me now, Mr. Malone.
But why am I telling you this? Because oftentimes the most successful people are usually the ones that failed the most. We talk about how massive artists aren't really making money from music. For example, if we look at Steve Aoki.
Made more money off NFTs than you have in your past 6 albums. Yeah, it's true.
But what about playing video games online?
I'm making more money off of video games than I've made in the last 4 years.
That's right, T-Pain has made more money on Twitch.
You're getting more revenue than from music? Yeah.
And he has making music. And this isn't a new concept for artists at all. Artists have had to find other streams of income for years, like merch, touring, and even royalty. In fact, artists are making less and less money. This is one of the reasons massive artists are selling their catalog. But the more and more the industry innovates, artists have to get more and more creative to fund their music career. Because for example, let's look at songwriting. On a platform like Spotify keeps 30% of the revenue. But what about the 70%? Well, 57% goes to the recording and master own, and the rest goes to the publisher, which is 13%. So if there were, a million streams on a platform, and a song you wrote generated 100,000 streams, the total payout would be $57. So with all that fun math, the songwriter would get $13.
Show, but the pain still grows. Some strangers
famous singers rejected from famous singing shows? Because we've talked about The Voice, Canadian Idol, but now it's time we talk about a singer who never should have been eliminated. In fact, Jennifer was called one of the best singers on the show.
Absolutely brilliant, the best singer I've heard so far.
Congratulations! But it started to change when she got further in the competition.
You look like you should be something you'd wrap a turkey in.
You don't like it? You need to not feel that you have to shout.
As the competition went on, Jennifer got more and more mixed reviews, including something that Simon said.
I think you're out of your depth in this competition.
What?
Because I think there are better singers and performers.
And not too long after she was eliminated.
Jennifer Hudson. Fantasia, you are safe.
It was later revealed that there was a power outage in Jennifer's hometown.
You gotta keep your favorites in the competition.
And there was a storm and no one was able to vote. But why am I telling you this? Because Jennifer Hudson didn't need to win American Idol to be successful. In fact, she is so much more successful without it. In fact, when asked about American Idol, this is what she said.
When I was eliminated from the show, and I told them, I was like, I will be back. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know where, but I will be back. And I recall the producers laughing.
And Jennifer was not only asked back once.
It is Jennifer Hudson.
Not only twice. Not only 3 times. But she also became a coach on The Voice.
I choose Jennifer Hudson.
Summer in New York.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Or just let it slip? Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Listen to the sound this makes.
Yeah.
We're very quickly approaching that time where hundreds of students across the country are asking their teachers the million-dollar question. What can they do to bring their grade up? The easiest response to that question is, make sure you have everything turned in. See if you still have the chance to turn in any missing assignments, even if it's only for partial credit. Partial credit is better than no credit. But also, don't be that student.
Successful artists eliminated from X Factor. One Direction. All the individuals in One Direction auditioned separately.
Isn't she lovely? Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, you should let me love.
They were all put together into one group. In fact, they got incredibly far, but they didn't win. But they did get the top 3.
We're definitely going to stay together. This isn't the last of One Direction. This is just the beginning for these boys.
And right he was. In fact, One Direction's first single was quadruple platinum, with almost 5 million sales in the US alone. But we need to talk about who wrote What Makes You Beautiful. Savan Koteka wrote it for his wife. Also co-written and produced by Rami and Carl. Some other big songs by Mr. Koteka: Can't Feel My Face, The Weeknd, Love Me Like You Do, Ellie Goulding, Cake by the Ocean, Side to Side, No Tears Left to Cry, and mostly all of Ariana Grande's entire discography.